Last time on Vintage Story, we ransacked the old base and brought everything back to the new one, worked on furnishing it and making it a real home. Then we collected a ton of copper, that way we can turn it into lanterns, which we used to light up our entire place. And now that we were safe, we set up a steel furnace along with the beehive kiln, and that leaves us here. And welcome back. So today we have some big plans, and the main one being, I need to get us up a cellar. I kind of went over it already. But, as we know, the staircase is going to be right behind this wall right here. Then it's going to go through the ground, hopefully not poke up over here, and it's going to meet all the way down by the water over here. The goal is for me to be able to drive my boat directly into it. The front part isn't going to be the cellar. That's just going to be a little storage depot. That way we can dump off our boat stuff. But behind that is going to be the cellar, which I think is also cool because when we ride up, we should be able to depot all the food very easily, and we can still kind of access it from this house. Because I plan on doing a lot of stuff out here, and it's all going to be connected to the dock. We can just run around it and go to our cellar at any point. So I think this is going to be very cool. But that being said, I need to head back to the boat real quick, as we're going to head back to our base, and we need to go get our animals. I completely forgot about them, and yeah, we need to go and get them. A lot of you guys actually pointed that out, and I'm a bit surprised I forgot, but it just feels right to go back, make sure that I have everything that I might need, and then we're going to come back and we're going to work on our cellar situation over there. Okay, I do believe that we're here. This seems to be the shoreline. And can I take the lantern? Okay, control click it. Sweet. Yeah, I should have done this last time I was here. I would have actually been able to see. Anyway, I'm going to head to the outpost, and I'll see you there. And we're back. So let's go in. Oh yeah, I definitely need to get some cattail roots. Then start planting them at the new base. I'm not going to touch these. I feel like I can just leave them be and we can go get more. But yeah, perhaps we'll do that sometime today. I want to get those started immediately so we can work on a bee farm at some point. By the way, it is dark out and I am freezing. So we're going to go inside and not go to bed because I took it. Okay, wait, I do think I have a backup. We can go into here. And I do have a bed under the staircase. So let's go to bed. And we're up. So we gotta go collect all of our animals. I do still have these two right here. And I could just pick them up. They would be generation 0 though. Well, yeah, I don't have to work for them, so I'm just gonna take them. I think that these guys are only like generation 2. Yeah. So I think it's fine. There's so many of them here. Well, I'm gonna leave them be. They get to live out the rest of their life here. And perhaps if I lose the ones at our new base, I can always come back here to collect some more. Okay, so how do I separate you guys? This one's a boar, so let's hit him. Can I hit him twice? I can. Now he's running, so it does seem like he's really hurt. And perhaps I can get him with this. He's the one in the back over here. Get him. And he's in. So now we need a sow. So let's stab her twice. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Why isn't anybody trying to help you? Okay, come on. Okay, got him again. Now I need you to get in the crate. And we got her. Okay, so just like the chickens, we're going to leave the rest behind. And now I got to get some goats, which they're a lot more difficult, and I'm kind of afraid of them. I'm not going to die. They'll be fine. Let's go in. And they're hidden in the back. I feel like I'm missing one. There was 3, now there's 2. We do got a female and a male, though, so that's good. We hit that one once. I want to hit you again. Oh, come on. Okay, twice. Okay, now I need you to get in here. And we got her. Okay, so we gotta stab him twice. Come on, dude. There's 1. There's 2. Now get in the cage. And we got him. Okay, so we collected all the animals. And we should be set on that for a little while. So the next thing that I am gonna do while I'm here is I need to get some clay. Because I need to do a ton of pottery back at the base. And now that we have the beehive kiln, it just feels like we should get to that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just find a bunch of clay real quick. Luckily, it shouldn't be that difficult, as there seems to be a ton around this place. Oh, here we go. That was pretty easy. So hold on 1 second. I'm going to collect as much as I can. And welcome back. So I did a bunch of digging, and now we have an insane amount of clay, and hopefully it should last us for quite a while. Now I do think that I've gotten everything that I want from over here, and hopefully should be the last time I have to come here today. We'll see about that. But either way, we're gonna head back to the boat, then we can get to work on the base. Okay, there's the boat. We need to get this lantern placed on, just like that. Let's hop on, get in the actual driver's seat, and let's head back home. All right, and we've made it back. And I think we got a park lake right over here, slightly more to the left, right where the ice stops. And one of you guys did suggest that we made some sort of dock over here as well. But I wanted to let you guys know that the dock that we're going to be starting today is going to be throughout this entire shoreline that I can't see. It's a little bit easier here, but imagine it starting like all the way up here, then making its way to like over here-ish. Maybe we'll even take it further. And yeah, we'll be able to park way over here, still be on the dock, and we'll be able to just run back to the house. But that being said, during the summer, we'll be able to park wherever we want, and we won't have to worry about the ice. Well, anyway, let's go inside, and I gotta go store all my loot. That should do for now. So let's close the doors. Don't want anything coming in, even though I think I'm safe. Either way, let's go to bed, and I'll see you in the morning. And we're up. So we're gonna get to work immediately, which means that this hallway right here needs to be turned into a staircase that leads down to our dock. Now I think it should be pretty simple, and we're just gonna start right about here, which is a bit of a shame because I was using these trapdoors like this. However, I can't make stairs that match that. I don't think that there's any wood that even comes close. So we'll have to brainstorm and see what we can do. Either way, we're going to remove all these. And we're just going to start digging a staircase all the way down to the water, which I believe is like 20 or so blocks down, something like that. Not exact measurements, but close enough. So let's make it happen. And there we go. So yeah, this is as deep as it needs to be. And I think that if I just go through this wall right here, we should end up at the water. And we should be 1 block above it. At least I think. Here's some dirt. And yes, the ice is directly below me. This is exactly how high I want it to be. So that's perfect. Now we're going to have to work on this quite a bit. However, we're going to get to the actual build part itself first. I think the idea here is I'm going to expand this out towards here. And we're going to have a small railing that's on the top of this as well. And we're going to remove all of this dirt here. And it's going to be stone like this. But we're going to have a giant hole right here with a dock that has a couple roofs on top. Then we're going to have like a giant U shape for our dock. That way we can get off and on either side. A bunch of pillars. And I think that this is going to look super cool right here. Or at least I hope so anyway. So yeah, I'm not going to waste any more time. We really need to get this cellar up. Winter is right about to be over. And we need to get this done. So wish me luck. And I'm going to get right to it. And welcome back. So as you guys can see, we definitely did a lot more than I thought we were gonna do, but I think that this is looking so incredibly cool. Unfortunately, the ice goes all the way down to over there, so there's no chance of me getting my bow over here yet, but I do believe that it should be able to fit inside of here. And I think when we get out of the seat, it should put us right about here, so it should be very functional. I think it looks so cool with the staircase that goes up. This still needs a ton of work here, so I expect it to change. But for right now, this is what we're working with. And it goes straight into our house. Now back here is where our cellar is. I did a tiny bit of chiseling on there. I was trying my best to cover up the ashlar that's behind it. And this is what I came up with so far. So yeah, let's go in, and this is it. It's nothing too special. I did add some beams to it. I added the trapdoors up there, and it's really cool because we can open them up and get straight to the crate. And I have another door over here. That way we can expand it at some point. I'm not sure if we will, but if we need to, we have the option. And yeah, now we need to actually fill this out. We need a ton of vessels. I think we can get like 2 rows of vessels on this wall. And yeah, I think that this should do just fine. And I'm super happy with how this turned out. I especially like the view from out here. And this will be the plan for a lot of our builds, especially on the outside of here. We make it all look like it's a part of the cliff. And if I want to do another build on the left side over there, we just raise it a couple blocks. And yeah, I think it's going to look awesome. Especially once we start working on different builds as well, which is coming very soon. Anyway, there's still work that needs to be done on this. But the most important thing right now is that we need to get some lanterns. Yeah, this could be an extremely dangerous place. We need to fix that pretty much immediately. Luckily, I already know where to get some copper, and it should be down here. And here was the first vein. We can go ahead and try to light it up, even though I'm practically out of torches. But I do have some extinguished torches on me, and I just gotta hold it to this one for quite a while. So hold on one sec. And there we go. So we got a couple more to work with. Let's continue down. And here's the second vein. Get it lit up. We can go down to the third, which is the one that I broke my pickaxe on. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and collect a whole bunch and hopefully get enough for all the lanterns that we need. So let's get to work. And welcome back. So I've done a little bit more than what I showed you guys, and I went ahead and did some pottery. Now this might look like quite a bit. However, if we go in here, I already did a batch. And yeah, I hope that this is gonna last me for quite a while. It sure was a lot, but I think it was definitely necessary. And I had a lot of time to spare. I only showed you guys some of what I did with the metal. There was actually a couple more batches that needed to be done. So here we are. This is all the copper ingots. I still had some plates, which I completely forgot about. We got some more in the molds. Plus, look at all these nails. There's just so many. And maybe that'll last me until next year. Possibly, I'm not entirely sure about that. Because this room right here, all these chests are practically full. And I'm gonna have to worry about getting another storage depot at some point. I could perhaps stick some on this back wall. But even that's gonna only do so much for me. And yeah, we're gonna have to look for some sort of permanent storage solution. But I do think once we start setting up some more houses, that should alleviate us. Because obviously I plan on having like a smithy that should have all my metalworking stuff, all the ores and whatnot can go in there. I plan on having a windmill, maybe / granary, which can have all of our flour and grains can stay there. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff we need to get done as well. But also I do need to report, would you look around? There's practically no snow. It is officially spring, and that's gonna open up so much for us. Now we need to set up some of the things I've been waiting to do. Like, we definitely need a cattail farm. A bee farm would be amazing as well, which I did just remember that my only populated skep is back at the old base, so we're gonna have to visit there as well. But also a real farm, just for veggies and stuff, would be very nice. Or mostly flax, to be honest. And I'm sure I'm missing some other things. But yeah, it's finally time. Spring is here and we're able to go do some more stuff. Oh yeah, while we're on that topic, I also do need to go back to the archives. I need to go speak to the resonator. That way I can actually go and buy the elk. And I was planning on doing that, but then winter showed up so quickly and then I didn't have time. So yeah, I think I'm practically just waiting for the ice to melt. Then we can head over to the archives. And I think that'll be fun. Perhaps we'll get to it today. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, like I showed you guys, we have a ton of copper here. This right here should be enough for like 30 to 40 lanterns. We only need like 3 or so downstairs. Then the rest of them are going to start lighting up some more things that we're going to add. I do think that we're going to set up the bee farm like right here. We're probably going to do that next. That's the only thing holding me back from lanterns right now. So yeah, we're going to do that. But first of all, I need to go and empty out our beehive kiln, then restock it so we can get it fired up again. So yeah, we're gonna get to that. Also, I do gotta show you this. I did mention it a while ago, but this is what I was talking about. It's called the storage urn, and this thing is so incredibly cool. Gonna take it upstairs for now. And for now, we'll just drop it next to this vessel. Now, I've been using this for vegetables and stuff, but now we have the storage urn, which basically just acts as a vessel, but also a crate as well. So now we can stuff a bunch of vegetables and stuff into there, and it can hold a ton. Plus, you can see it says it's going to be fresh for 5 years. I feel like that's better than the vessel, right? Yeah, this says it's going to last 2.8 years. Huh. I wonder why that one's so much better. Either way, not a big deal. We're really not going to have any more food problems for the rest of this playthrough. We're pretty much stacked on food, and we're only getting started on the farm. Anyway, let's start clearing out the beehive kiln. We need to move all this into the house, and then get it restocked up. And there we go. So yeah, second batch is going. I think I'm just going to keep it the same color as the other ones. Eventually, we're going to do a lot more pottery. We'll start to diversify the colors. But for right now, I feel like red is going to do good. Even though we don't have any red on this base yet, most of the village will be red. And I think it'll match it. Which that does remind me, we need to go place the seed. Oh, you know, I was looking for it everywhere. And I completely forgot that I already placed it. And yeah, it hasn't been able to grow because it's been cold. But it is indeed placed. And it's behind our kilns over here, and I think they'll look pretty cool being there. However, I did notice that I do have some more seeds I want to place down. Like, I have a couple crimson seeds. I definitely want to get these down. I think one next to the base would be super cool. And probably another one over here as well. So we'll place it right there. Even though that this is mostly going to be farm stuff. And I do got to get rid of this pit. Perhaps we'll work on a more permanent spot for it. And I do know that you can add a door to it. And a trapdoor as well, so we don't have to dig everything up every time. And yeah, we're gonna need to do that. Either way, we're gonna take the rest of the seeds, and we're just gonna place them down over here. I doubt we're gonna be building over here for quite a while, so we're gonna go ahead and just place them over here. These are actually meant for cutting, and we're gonna use them to get even more seeds. The plan is to have like a giant crimson forest around here. I'm not gonna pack it as tight as I did with the old base. Last time I added way too many trees to inside the compound, and yeah, I've learned from that. We're gonna try to not make the same mistake again. Either way, we gotta let the kiln go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get to the boat again, which it does look like it's frozen over a bit. That's a tad bit unfortunate, but I can see the ice is going. So perhaps in a little bit, we'll be able to drive the boat inside of our base. But for now, we gotta dig it out. And I do see some bones over here. That's a carcass medium. Wonder what that could have been. Either way, let's dig it out. And this should do it. At least I hope so anyway. So let's hop in. And can I back up out of here? Very slowly, but the answer is yes. Luckily, the ice isn't self-healing anymore, which opens up the possibility for what we're doing right now. Anyway, we're out. So let's head over to the base. We're over there just to get a populated skep. Then we can bring it back and set up some sort of bee farm. I'm looking to get a really big one this time. Enough so I can spam lanterns. We need more. But yeah, I'll see you there. And we're here, so let's go in. And that's the skep that we're going to be taking. So hold on, we need to remove a backpack slot. Then we should be able to control click. And yeah, it goes into my backpack. And now while we're here, I might as well just harvest these cattails. When we go home, we're also going to start up a cattail farm immediately. I need to go find a ton of roots. Like I said, I'm trying not to dismantle this entire base, so I'm going to leave these here. Cattails are insanely easy to find, so it's not like it's going to be hard to find any or anything like that. So we'll make sure to grab a whole bunch. And we're even going to grab more than what we have here. I want enough to get a giant bee farm, which I think will be super manageable. Plus, on top of that, later on, I think we are going to mess around with the golden combs mod. I don't have it installed right now, but I definitely should. I said I was going to do it at like day 1 or so, and I just never bothered. But now that we're going to set up a big bee farm, it seems like it might be worth it. So yeah, probably expect that at some point. But for now, we're just going to do the regular skeps, which means that we need a ton of cattail. And there we go. So yeah, another 2 stacks of cattails. That should make plenty of skeps for when we get back home. And there was something else that I missed from here. For one, I never grabbed my leather out of this bucket. So we'll make sure to grab that. I feel like I should grab the bear pelt. I definitely need these backpacks here. Probably not, but we'll take them anyway. And same thing with the pounder caps. And ideally, that should be everything I need from here. And hopefully the last time I'll be here for today. Unless I need to pound something or something like that. Hopefully soon we can get a windmill up and going. That is one of the plans for this year. But we need to get some flax for that. We already have some, but I'm not going to worry about it until we get enough for a full windmill. So hopefully we can get that done before the next winter. Anyway, let's head back to the base. And we're back. Dude, the base looks so cool from here. Look at the little extension down there. I can't wait to park in there. You know what? I can park in there right now. Nothing's stopping me but a little bit of ice. And I know from experience that I can just mine it out. So that's what we're gonna do. By the way, what is that called? Like, is that considered a dock? I know that dry dock is a word. Or 2 words, but I don't think that's a dry dock. So yeah, if you happen to know what this is called, please let me know. And it definitely will just be called a dock as soon as I get one up here. I can't wait to get this entire place filled out. This gonna take so long though. Either way, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna mine out a ton of this ice. And we're gonna free up a path to get our boat inside of here. By the way, something I don't think I've mentioned, but I plan on removing a lot of this down here as well. Right now it's only about 2 blocks deep, but I plan on removing most of this. Probably within a curve so we can't even see the bottom, and we'll just see the pillars, which also need some work. I didn't think I was going to be able to see that far down, and as it turns out I can. So yeah, expect there to be more work done on this. It's definitely not done, but I'm pretty happy with it so far. And there we go. It is becoming dark, but that's fine. Can I hop across? I can. Let's get on the boat, let loose the sail, and let's park at the dock. This was so unnecessary, but I love it. And the ice shouldn't return. But here we are. Close the sail. And once we hop off, we should be able to hop off onto there. Which we didn't. We hopped off onto the railing. Okay, I guess close enough. I swear I thought I was going to hop off right here. Either way, it's here. And also, it's going to provide some light because of the lantern, which will be good for now. But yeah, this is so cool. And hopefully I get a lot of use out of it. Okay, one of the main problems that I'm noticing with this is I can't really place anything on the trapdoors. It's a really big pain. I was hoping to put my bear rug somewhere over here. And yeah, that's definitely not happening. I guess we'll get a second one upstairs. Right by the anvil would be good, right? Yeah, that's not bad at all. Plus, I don't want my feet to get cold when I'm sitting here for another 3 days or so. Also, I do need to put my skep down somewhere. I guess over here shall do for now. But we're going to come back to that very soon. I can put my backpack back on. And we're going to go to bed. So see you in the morning. And we're up. And it seems like it's snowing again. It is 17 degrees out. I really hope the ice doesn't come back. Let me have a look real quick. And yes, it does seem like the ice is coming back. Aw, this sucks so much. Whatever. So what we're gonna go do now is I'm gonna take my scythe and we're gonna go and head out. Hopefully to somewhere that isn't as foggy as it is here. Well, yeah, we need to go find a ton of cattail. That way we can collect the roots and throw up a massive farm. Also, while we're out here, I need to start picking up a ton of flowers. The bee farm is gonna take so many. Luckily, I did bring a bunch over, but yeah, we're gonna need so many more. Also, I really don't see any around my base. And one of the plans for our base over here is I want a ton of vegetation, so I want a ton of flowers just pretty much everywhere. And the fact that we don't really have any around here kind of sucks. We're gonna have to add our own. Anyway, I'm gonna walk around and try to find a bunch of flowers. Stuff like horsetail and stuff also works. And there does seem to be some over here, plus some regular flowers and a portal, of course. That's fine. I'm not afraid. I don't know why you guys think I'm afraid. But yeah, I'm going to be doing this. And if I find some cattail, we're going to make sure to grab as much as I can get. Oh yeah, something I did want to mention is you can see that there's vines here. Now, you guys have pretty much never seen me do this in my videos. I think I did it once in the last series. But yeah, these wild vines, we can actually go ahead and pick them up. And I was talking about how I wanted moss for my base. And you guys suggested to just pick up some vines and I can use it like moss. So we got 6 here. And yeah, I do think I can just place them on anything. That's actual moss right there. It would be cool if I could get that. But yeah, this could be insanely nice for us. And I guess we can pick it up and place it back down whenever. That's honestly huge for us. And I need to collect a whole bunch of that. Luckily, there seems to be a whole bunch over here. So we're going to have to come back and grab a whole bunch. I think that will elevate my building by a ton. Or at least the little cliffs that we're adding. Add some vines to it and I think it'll come alive. Oh, you know what's really weird? Is that the scythe doesn't work on like this parsley right here. However, if we go over to the horsetail, it does. Oh my. I hear so much stuff around me. Okay, well, we're going to get out of there. But yeah, I just noticed that and that was weird. Oh god, that's a wolf. Walked right into a wolf. Come on, buddy. Come on, where are you going? Are you running away? Okay. Oh, there's bow horns. You have multiple. I wanted to grab this. Hold on, I just want to see if it works on it. It doesn't. It's only horsetail. That's so weird. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. We got a whole bunch of cattail here. And honestly, this entire place is so cool. It would have been another cool base location. Have like a big base up here. That honestly already looks like a giant tower, so just turn that into a tower. Got the little lake here. However, I'm not looking for a new base, and I think we're just gonna have to leave this untouched. Anyway, we have a whole bunch of cattail here, so I'm gonna start collecting it all. It's gonna take a while because no matter what tool you have, the roots always take so long to collect. And it's not like you can do it with a scythe or anything. If only. So yeah, I'm gonna go around and collect a whole bunch, and I'll see you in a bit. And that'll do it. So yeah, I went ahead and grabbed a ton here and a bunch of just regular cattails. Plus, I went ahead and I grabbed a ton of these lilies. I definitely need more, that's for sure. Oh, okay, well, there goes my knife. And yeah, that's a good reason to call it here. However, I do have a steel knife back at the base. We're gonna have to come back and grab even more when we can. But yeah, I think that this was pretty successful. We got a ton of flowers, even though we need more. We got a ton of cattails, even though we need more. But either way, I think it was a good start. And the thing that I'm most interested in is trying out the vines. We'll place some when we get back to the base. I'm telling you, if it works the way that I think it will, I think it'll just look so cool. I can kind of see our base from here. That's actually so cool. I expected it to be fully lit up from here, but yeah, we can just barely see it. But we've made it back, and I can finally see the light. Oh yeah, how is this doing? It is done. So I gotta go sort all my loot. That way we can get another batch going. I think it should be the last one, at least for now, of course. So there we go. Everything's been put away. Now I'm gonna move everything that's in here to somewhere around my base. I'm not exactly sure where. Wait, it says raw. Why is it raw? Yeah, I definitely lit this. I'm not sure what happened. We'll place everything back, and I gotta go get some firewood. So let's chop up some logs. That should be plenty. So let's get this filled up. And there we go. Let's get it lit. And hopefully the second time will work. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. It all seems good to me. Maybe we had some blocks break, but I don't see it. What does the door say? Yeah, ready to be fired. So it does seem like it should be working right now. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. But it is insanely dark out, and it's also snowing, of course. But either way, we're gonna go to bed, and I'll see you in the morning. And we're up. And yeah, it was definitely foggy outside. That kind of sucks, because I was planning on doing a little building montage here. The fog definitely does not help with that. In the meantime, we'll have to go and do something else. I'm not going to make you guys sit through a montage that you can't even see. Real quick, I do want to test out the vines here. I want to see, can I place it on a half block? I cannot. See, that sucks because you can do that with moss. But yeah, definitely not going to work with vines. I can just place it on the normal blocks here. But that's going to look kind of weird. And also, I see that the snow is coming back. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use the vines or not. I mean, obviously, I could just place some here and there. And maybe it will grow on me. But I don't think it's going to look extremely nice with what we have here. But there we go. I did what I could. And yeah, I'm not that big of a fan. It was a cool idea, though. Thank you for suggesting it. But it's not going to do what I wanted to do. Hey, so Future Nil here. I just had to share something with you guys. Because I keep talking about the moss. I keep talking about the acacia. I'm going to make this super brief. But I feel like it's important to cue you guys in. So this is my creative world that I've done a little bit of work on. And I've just been having a lot of fun with it. But as you can see here, I have been using a ton of moss, and this is why I keep talking about it. I think it makes these cliffs look so much better. But yeah, that's why I want the moss so much. And if you guys happen to have a mod that lets me do this, and or happen to create one, I would love you. So anyway, that's all I wanted to show you guys here, and hopefully it's a lot clearer now. So anyway, let's get back to it. So like I said, it is foggy outside, and that means that we need to buy some time to do some building, and I have the perfect idea of what we can do. I do have a knife up here, and that one's almost full as well, but I think we have a steel one as well. We do. So yeah, I have 2 knives to work with, so we're immediately gonna head back out, and I'm gonna go and search for a ton of flowers. Now unfortunately, I can't really do a good time lapse with flowers, so I'm not going to even bother. But either way, I'm going to head right back to where we found a bunch of flowers, and I'm just going to start collecting an insane amount. I plan on making the biggest bee farm I've ever made, and I'm not even going to be that picky about which ones I use. I'm just going to use what I can get. Maybe some other day we'll replace them, but for now we'll just do what we can. So either way, I'm going to spend some time and collect a whole bunch of flowers until the fog goes away, which is hopefully by tomorrow morning. Then we can put together the bee farm and also the cattail farm. So yeah, I'm going to get to it, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I think that will do, and we have an insane amount of flowers here. I hope that that will be enough. We definitely have some back at the base, maybe like a stack or two. And look at my poor knife, that was new. And we can always come back and get some more if we need. It's basically all cow parsley, and of course horsetail, and a little bit of lily of the valley just laying around. I think that this is a really cool flower. And I think that the lily of the valley is going to go into a lot of our vases and whatnot. We shall see about that though. I also do need to go down south eventually and try to find some of the flowers that are down there. There's a whole bunch that I really like, and that's a wolf. I'm going to go this way. Thank you. But yeah, I want to go and collect a whole bunch of the flowers. And I have found a couple of mod choices that I can use to start growing flowers. So we might even try that out as well. It's still 40 degrees out, so I don't think that we should set up a farm yet. But very soon we're going to have to get one up. Then before winter, we need to set up some greenhouses. But anyway, we're back. How did this do? It says it's ready to be fired. It still is getting fired from downstairs. And I can just look through one of the doors. And it does seem like it actually cooked this time. Absolutely perfect. But we're going to go to bed. And I'll see you in the morning. And we're up. Unfortunately, it does look like it's still foggy outside. But the snow is going away again. So that's a good sign. And it's 23 degrees out. Hopefully it'll be like 40 later on during the day. So because it is foggy outside, what I figured we could go do is hit up the coal mine over there. I do think it's right there and I can kind of see the outline of it. And I figured that would be fun while we're waiting. Now I do think I can make this right here. We did just go ahead and get a ton of cattails and horsetails. So we are going to make some before we head out. So there's a bunch of cattails, there's a bunch of horsetails, and now we can make a whole bunch of bandages. We'll start with 12. You know what? We'll double it. And now we have 32 because that is 12 doubled for sure. And we'll also grab our shield. Also, I'll take a lantern just in case. I think we should be ready for battle. And we're just going to head out and see what we can do. Now, I'm not even entirely sure if this is the actual coal mine. It does look like it. However, the one that I went on the last series had like a big building at the base of it, but I don't think this one does. So I'm not exactly sure what we're going to find there. Either way, we're going to go check it out. Okay, so if I'm correct, I think it's on top of this mountain right in front of me. I kind of got lost within the woods over here, but I'm mostly sure it was up there. So now we just got to find out how to get up there. Hopefully, I can just walk up over here. And oh, the fog's going away. It's so sunny over here. That's more of a reason why I need to build over here at some point. Imagine having like different climates within your own home. And you can just move to another one every time it gets a little bit foggy or rainy outside. That would be kind of cool. And here we are with some goats. And here it is. Oh god, there's a wolf. Can I just hop on over? I can. Oh no, I'm falling down. Let me up. What are you gonna do now, wolf? You can't climb ladders, can you? I'm gonna choose to believe no. We're just gonna go up here, see if there's any loot. I don't remember if there was or not. There is a bell head. Okay, we gotta go down and face that wolf. I don't want him following us down. Where are you, buddy? I think he went this way. Oh, do you think he fell? I don't see him around. Did you fall? I don't see him all the way down there, but it's possible. Either way, let's head down myself. And man, I can't see because of that shield. We'll put that away until we actually get down there. I really wish that the shield key was different. I use shift so much. See, I would prefer it to be right click, but then I could see that causing issues because that is a mouse key that we use often. So I see why that's not the case, but I also just don't like it being shift. Maybe like E. Well, that's our inventory. That'd be bad. Well, we made it down to the first layer. There's a beware poster. I'm gonna take that. Why not? And we shall continue down. Okay, just one gear. We shall venture even further. See, I think that this is different than the last one I went to. Okay, this is the bottom floor. That even goes further. Let me throw one down. That did not help. Okay. Let's venture off this way into the unknown. Oh, there's another one that goes down. And it goes quite far. Okay, I'm definitely thinking that this is different. Got a whole bunch of stones here. Nothing I really care about. This goes up again. And I have not been in here. 2 brown bowls. Dry grass. Okay, very cool. I shall take your beware poster. Thank you. And I don't see a ladder that goes down. I'm not entirely sure. Are we supposed to call it here? The bottom is very close to me right now. But on the other side, there was definitely more stuff down there. And yeah, I just realized that I'm out of food. So we're actually going to venture back up. But we're going to come back down here with some more building blocks. Perhaps some ladders would be cool. Definitely some more food. It's not like this place was very far away anyway. But yeah, I'm about to start starving. I completely forgot any sort of food. That definitely would have helped. So let's head up. And we're up. And I'm starting to starve. Okay, so the base is that way. I'm just going to head there and I'm going to spare you guys from my starving. Then once we get some food, we'll come back and try it again. Oh, okay, so my base is actually that way. I was about to start heading back to my marker over there, which would have taken me back to the old base. Which, by the way, is actually possible for us to do. It's all connected by land up here, and I've done most of that walk already. I'm back when we were trying to find bauxite and stuff. But anyway, I'm going to head to the base, and I'll see you in a minute. Oh god, that was a bear. Is he mad at me? I think we're fine. Oh, there he is. I can see him. I do think he's coming my way. I shall try to get out of the woods. Please leave me alone, bear. I don't need this right now. Okay, I don't see him anymore. Oh god! I think that's a different bear. Just keep going. I don't think he noticed me either. I swear that was a different bear. Because the other bear was like over there. Then I went around over here and there he was. I don't think he had enough time to make it there. Hey, but good news, guys. It is raining outside. That's a lot better than snowing. So that's good to see. And we're back. By the way, it is like partly snowing here. However, it's also raining at the same time. Like, look at this. It's rain. Move over a couple blocks. And now it's snow. That's so cool. My base is a little snow biome. Anyway, we're back. We need to solve our food situation. Unfortunately, I think I'm pretty much all out. I'm just gonna go ahead and eat some apples. Then I gotta cook. Well, I guess I know what I'm doing for tonight. Then tomorrow we can head back to there, as I do think that there's a bunch more left to do over there. Anyway, I'm gonna grab a whole bunch of food here, and I'm gonna start filling up some crocks so we can put it downstairs. It was about time that we did this. I've been burning through food, so I think that this will be good. Can you not make like apple soup? I guess that makes sense. We can make porridge with it, but I don't have any rice. And meat stew, but we don't have any meat. So yeah, we're gonna have to put the apples away. And I guess for now, we'll just do parsnips. So anyway, I'm gonna get some food made tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, and I'd say we're about done here. It's not quite morning, but I did what I needed to do. We had some extra wax upstairs, so I used that to seal up some of these. And this is what we have to work with so far. Plus, I have 3 on me. That's what I'm going to be taking out. No reason to seal it when I'm going to eat it in a few. And yeah, by the way, I did have to show you guys this again. I did go ahead and get some extra vessels. We have the storage urns. I even placed down some of the flower pots that we had. I think that this is coming together. However, a little bit too much red to be honest. But that's fine. Like I said, we can always make more and then just swap them out as needed. We'll never have enough vessels and stuff anyway, so it's not a big deal. And I do think the rest of this should be about done. Let's have a look. It's still red hot and also just red, but it does seem to be done. And we have more flower pots. We have more nails molds. I want to be able to make like 100 chests in one go. You know how it is. Up there, we got some planters, which is going to be awesome. I plan on using a ton of flowers and trees and stuff for decoration for this place. So the planters and flower pots are going to be huge. Anyway, I think my food situation is all sorted. I just got to put away the vegetables. So this vase shall do for most of it. Then the rest shall go in here for now. You know, I could just put that downstairs. We do have a cellar now. Okay, fine. I'll stop being lazy. I'll transport all of our food downstairs. We have so much of it. Oh, I had bread. I didn't even notice that. Anyway, I was planning on sleeping, but we're going to transfer all of our food downstairs. Now, I feel like these right here are going to be for flour, even though I can use them for vegetables. And we'll probably make more in the future for vegetables. But for now, flour will go in there. By the way, I do think that there is a way to add some sort of image on the outside of it. I'm not sure if it's part of this mod. Wait, there we go. See, I don't know how to create it. It does say that's an ingredient for one. Hold on, maybe if I pick it up and then place it here, does it get the image? I'm gonna place it down. And no, I don't see it. but I know it exists. Oh, I think we need parchment. I've never made parchment before, but it takes a small hide and some shears. But also we can use a sieve and some linen fiber pulp. I've never even seen that before. So yeah, we have some options. And I definitely want to try that at some point. By the way, it's also so cool that you can see the grains inside of there. You just got to open them up first, which I'm going to do to each of them. I don't know if it affects the rates at all, but it just looks so much cooler. Anyway, that was the first batch put away, but I do think that we have more. Yep, we had a whole vessel right here. Be taking that. Okay, so let's bring it down, then we'll put it away, and I think that should be it. Our food storage is officially happening, and we're going to try our best to get this entire thing filled up with crocs soon, but we're going to need a ton of wax. I do have some fat, and I could use it for that, but it just seems like a waste. So we'll just stick with these as backup. We'll make some more bread very soon. I can definitely do like apple pies and stuff, and that would definitely be worth it. But anyway, we got our food situation sorted, so we can just head to bed, and I'll see you in the morning. And we're up. And I swear it got even foggy outside. Yeah, certainly isn't ideal. Luckily, we have plans for today. So let's head out, and I'll meet you guys back at the tower. Okay, here we are. And hopefully the torches are still going. They do seem to be, so that's good. You know, I'll go ahead and replace them. And they're going to drop all the way to the bottom. Okay, so never mind, at least for these ones. So I have it on good authority that there is more to this place, and we're gonna have to make our own path to find some of it. But I'm also thinking that this isn't the coal mine. It's much different than the one that I went to, so yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Let's throw a torch down, and that, again, did nothing. See, I think we need to get all the way down to there. There seems to be more stuff there. So we're gonna go ahead and try to ladder down to it. Oh no. Oh my, that could have been so bad. Well, we're alive, it's all fine. This isn't too scary. Well, here we go, another ledge. Let's hop onto this block. We're trying our best not to die here, but I think we did it. And why did it get so dark? Oh, because I picked up the torch. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. We got some black coal, some native copper, and resin. I will be taking that resin, thank you. Anyway, let's go down. And ooh, this is what I was looking for. That seems like an actual place to explore. Hold on, let's throw a torch down. And that drops down to the bottom again. So let's run around and try to get this all lit up. Also, I'll equip my shield. Just in case. Ooh, some iron ore. Got some metal scraps. I will be taking that later. That way we can make some dye. And that goes up. This goes down again. To another bottom that seems to have nothing. Some rusty gears, some saltpeter. I'll be taking that. Anyway, let's go up. See if this takes us anywhere. And it looks kind of like another dead end. Interesting. Well, we do got sticks, we do got brown coal, and cattails. I'll take the cattails. And I guess we can try the ladder trick over here. There does seem to be a chest down there. So what do we have? A copper chisel. Some more rusty gears, some ores I don't really care about, and that was about it. Now I wonder what happens if I keep going up, because it seems like we're not going down anymore. So I guess we'll find out. Oh, okay, there actually is more. Let me try to hop on this without dying. There we go. Chalkstone, more metal scraps, and some firewood. But we can go down. That looks like a big scary hallway. But there is a chest here. With 18 metal scraps. That's gonna make so much dye, which hopefully we can start getting into later today. We did get some more iron ore. Okay, it splits off. I see some enemies down there. Hold on, I'm gonna try to light most of this up. Another chest. A map to the coal mine. That might be the actual coal mine. Some rusty gears, another sleek door, some fat. Oh, okay, we got a dude coming at us. You look a little bit scary, dude. It's a double-headed drifter, so I think he should drop me a temporal gear. Let's go ahead and loot. And yes, I knew it. So that's pretty sick. Go ahead to the end of here, and we got another chest. Some wax, blasting powder. There's also black coal here, which if I'm correct, I think that means that there's also probably fire clay around it. We're gonna have to come back here at some point because my inventory is pretty full, but I want to check that out. Plus, it would be cool just to get some black coal. Either way, we're gonna turn around and we're gonna go down this pathway. There was an enemy around here. So we got... Oh, there he is. Too bad you're not a double-headed drifter. I could use more gears, sir. Come on, die. There we go. Yeah, they are tanks. And this place is massive. Okay. Oh, that's a bell. I don't think he saw me. I'm just gonna turn around. I want to get some loot out of this place. Ruined tools, ruined lantern, a ruined shovel, parchment. I was just talking about how I needed that. Okay, 2 parchment. And I guess we gotta go fight this bell. Well, I haven't gone over here. A locust head? Sorry, I'll be taking that. Some more parchment. And we'll just go down this tunnel real quick. There's a free chest for us. A copper hoe. I don't think we're gonna be needing that. Okay, the bell was to my right over here. But there's firewood. Ruined tools. Rotten book. What if I just run left? Oh god! There's a saw blade. Come here, dude. There's a chest. I want to loot it. I think he's stuck, so we're just gonna loot. Nothing good. You sir, die. Die. Just die. I love the sound that makes, but die. Okay. He's gone. And we even got a Jonas piece. So we're just gonna run here. The bell's right there. Can I just grab the chest? Nothing. Oh, no, I need the metal scraps. Okay, and then we're just gonna run away. I think that's the end of this place, and there's no reason for us to stick around any longer. I hate fighting the bells, and if I don't have to, then I'm just gonna not. Anyway, I think that this place was a pretty big success, and we even got a map to a coal mine, which I'm a little bit confused. Is it gonna bring us to something exactly like this? It's quite possible, and I guess we'll find out. Most likely, we're not going to do that today, but that is going to be something that we'll do at some point. As I really like the little story locations at the mod adds. By the way, this is Better Ruins if you didn't know. I just wanted to make that clear. I don't think that you're going to find anything like this in vanilla. It is just another reason why this mod is so cool. Anyway, we're out of there, and I'm going to try my best to get back to the base, which I can actually see from over here, and that just looks so cool. Imagine it when we have it all filled out. We'll have to set something up here, just so I could get a good view of this place. I think that sounds like a plan. Oh god, that's a bear. Oh no, I walked right into him. He's right behind me. I gotta put away the lantern. And maybe I can outrun him. It's possible. Oh no, I'm getting caught up on stuff. We just gotta make distance. I don't even want to look back right now. I don't hear him though. It's too dark. Just keep running. I don't see him. I think we lost him. And I can see the base. We just gotta get back. And here we are. No bear could penetrate this fence, so I think we're gonna be fine. Anyway, we're back, and I'd say that was a pretty decent haul. Nothing too special, but not too bad. But one thing we are gonna do right now is we're gonna read the map to the coal mine. I'm very curious to see where it's gonna be. It seems to be all the way down here. It's like 13,000 blocks away, and it just so happens to be on the other side of this ocean. I think this is where I did my little cattail montage today, and I actually did want to make another boat over here because it seems to be a giant ocean over here, so it could be cool to add another boat over here. That way we can explore south, which that happens to be south, and I guess that sounds like a plan. At least a raft over there would do. Anyway, we'll check that out some other time, but right now we're gonna go to bed, and I'll see you in the morning. And we're up! And it's still foggy! The eternal fog, it will never go away. And I am starving to death. Luckily, I have a bunch of extra crocs on me, which will be good for like 2 days, so we need to eat it up. And honestly, we're waiting for the fog to go, and we do need to figure out something to do while we're waiting, and I have the perfect idea. Simply because we are still geared up, I'm gonna head back to the archives. A lot of the ice is still melted too, so I don't have to dig that out, and it should be a pretty quick path directly to the archives. Then we can just go and take the boss on again, which should be a lot easier this time because I have proper armor, proper weapons, proper heals, so it should be easier. We are gonna take a couple of these sealed crocs, just in case, and we'll throw most of them into a chest, and that'll do. So let me back up out of here. Okay, this is actually unbearably slow. I've been at this for like 5 minutes, by the way. This path takes so long, and hopefully by next winter we'll have a better solution. All I need to do is wrap the dock around to like here-ish, and as long as I stay over there, then it shouldn't get frozen in. But I'm a bit afraid that I'm gonna make a side dock for the winter, and I'll end up building over there and then it'll start freezing in as well. Because right now it's only freezing in that corner because that's where we've been. But very soon we're going to be expanding out of that house and the ice will be a little bit more unpredictable. But anyway, I'm going to make my way over to the archives and I'll let you know if anything interesting happens. Alright, we're almost there. The mountain directly in front of me has the archives. That's where I got all of my chalk. This time I'm going to try to go around the right of it. I think the last time I went on the left, and it wasn't exactly smooth. So we're gonna go on the right and see if I have any better luck. Okay, I think that this is the best that it's gonna be. Sadly, it's not exactly great, but we shall get off right about here. I also do have some ladders on me, which may or may not be helpful here. We shall see. Oh god. Oh god. I think that's a wolf. The very first part of it sounded kind of like a bear though. Oh my god, that is a bear. There's a bear and a wolf. Get out of here. Just keep hopping around. We need to dodge him. Oh no. Oh no, I'm getting stuck. This is where he finds me. Oh, I saw him. He's walking away. Holy crap. Dude, I swear that sounded like a bear at first. Then immediately switched over to wolf. I didn't see the wolf, but I saw the bear. But we made it out of it. By the way, would you look at that? I do think that that's the archives. And I'm walking up the wrong mountain right now. But it's over there. We just gotta avoid the bears until we can get there. Oh my god. Okay, and here we are. Luckily, I still have a bunch of torches down. This entire pathway is lit up. So we're just gonna head straight down. Now, if I'm correct, I don't think that we're gonna have to do any of the puzzles, nothing like that. And we should be able to just jump straight into the archives fight. At least I hope so anyway. And we're down. I can still hear it. So yeah, the lights are definitely off right now, but hopefully it doesn't matter. And the library is still open. Okay, so here's my plan. I'm gonna take the lantern, I'm gonna throw it directly under him, and hopefully that will light up the area without me having to put away my shield. So let's try it. Okay, there he is. Throw it behind him. Block. I think that worked. Get the sword out. Block. Yeah, this is gonna be painful, but it's fine. We can block his attacks. Okay. Some of them anyway. Definitely not that one. Oh no, 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 no. We're fine. Just keep stabbing. No. Keep stabbing. Block. I feel like the shield's not doing as much as I wanted to. Just keep stabbing. We're fine. Okay, block. And I gotta do some healing. Come on, we just gotta heal up a bit. Okay, it's fine. Hide behind the pillar. He's gonna drop some rocks, right? Yep. But it's fine. We get to heal through it. Oh god. No, I'm still fine. We're still healing. These heals are honestly horrible, but it's fine. Oh, you know I can hide under this from the rocks, right? And maybe he can't throw me as far because of it. I think it's working. He's just gonna keep doing that and letting us heal. Hey, this is the strat. And now we can get back in the fight. It's fine. You know, I wonder if I could hit him from under here with some sort of arrow. Like if I could shoot arrows into his hand. Let's get a couple hits off, then we're gonna run back. I think this is the play. Stab, stab, run back. Dude, this is actually working way better than it should. I found a way to cheese it. Oh god. Then I'm gonna heal up. While we can, we might as well. Okay, we're full health again. Get a couple stabs. No, 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 no. Okay, I failed that one. But I didn't take damage. Get under it. Stab. No, get under it. No, okay, that one's bad. No, we're fine. Fine, get under it. Let's get do a stab. Now stab. Okay. Stab. We can do it one at a time. Be really safe about this. This is honestly hilarious. I've never done this with just melee before. And yeah, I must say that this is the way to go. I bet you it even worked just fine with arrows. We're gonna have to try that out at some point. Just a couple more. And he's dead. He did drop some loot. And we even got the vessel again. Plus some temporal gears. Now, can I get in this room? I can. I didn't even have to take the coal, which I left. Luckily, I did leave it, so we are going to pick it up. And we'll throw some into here. We'll get it lit. And the light should be back on. So yeah, this is what I was missing. I didn't even speak to it, which is the entire problem. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Basically, I'm not even going to be reading it. I already read part of it the first time I was here, and I'm not too worried. But I do need to go through all the dialogue options. That way we can buy the elk. And that was the entire reason why we came back, by the way. So I think I went through every single option. When I re-click it, it gives me more again. It's fine. I'm going to really make sure I went through everything. It's so long. But I think I did it all twice. So when I go back to the treasure hunter, he should sell me his elk. By the way, my inventory isn't all that bad. So we can go around and try to pick up some loot. We are going to go upstairs and we're going to be picking up some of the collectibles. We got an entire room with stuff and we'll pick it all up because later on we can use it for decoration. Anyway, I grabbed everything over there, and I do think that there's one last thing upstairs, and it's this right here. I'm not even gonna attempt to say that, but it's a cool hat, and now we have it. There's also some lore laying around, and if I'm correct, there's a whole bunch of hidden lore on these bookshelves. Like this right here is glowing, so I know I can pick it up, and that indeed was a lore book. I have a feeling that we're gonna come back here at some point and try to search for all of them. I plan on using the bookshelves and stuff, so we're gonna need a ton of books, but for right now I think we're fine, especially because my inventory is full once more. So anyway, we're gonna head out of here. This is where we drop down to fight the boss, but we can just keep going, and we're gonna head straight back to the boat, and we're gonna head straight to the base. And we made it back, but now I do gotta get the boat inside. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna leave it right outside because we are gonna use it later today, and I don't feel like backing it out of there again. So we're just gonna hop out and we'll walk on the ice back to the base. Hopefully this should be melted pretty soon. But yeah, we do gotta go back to the old base sometime tomorrow, and we gotta buy the elk. But before that, we got some things to do. Like we need the elk medallion, which I swear we can find one at the archives and I just didn't see it. Could have been in one of the side rooms. I feel like it was in the library though, and I just did not look very well. But we also need a saddle, and I think it's called a bride. Either way, we're gonna get all that tonight. But first, I gotta empty out my inventory. So just give me 1 second. And that should do it. So we do have 93 gears. I think it's 50 for the elk, as long as we give them this right here. So all we need is the stuff for the elk. So we're gonna get it started. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to get a saddle. It's as simple as that. So let's get it crafted. Then we need a bridle. I completely forget which one I need, but I feel like it's the other one. It's not giving me info on it, but I'm mostly sure that this is the one that we need. So we shall go for that one first. Now we need the medallion. Unfortunately, we can't just use any strips with it, so we're gonna have to make some custom ones. But luckily it is tin bronze, and I happen to have some extra ingots on the shelf. I do need to get rid of that shield. But yeah, we got some here, so I'm just gonna pick them up. We'll throw them into the forge, and we'll heat them up. Oh, the fire just went out. I was looking at it wondering what happened. Yeah, I guess the snow or the wind or something put it out. Well, we'll take the second one here and we'll just bring it inside. I don't know if that's actually going to help or not. I don't think that this is considered as a room. And you can actually see the snow above us. So yeah, that might not work. But we'll give it a try. Let's put the ingots in, coal, and let's light it. And hopefully it works. And it is working. So let's pick one up, place. We need to make nails and strips. So let's get it done. And there we go. So we can take that and make ourselves a medallion. So I think that this should be everything that we need. We got the gears, we even got the vessel. So ideally we should be able to just buy one if we can get to the trader. So let's hop into the boat and we're gonna head to the old base. So I'll see you there. And we're here. And I do gotta check out the chest real quick. Can I pick them up? I can. I think I can place them onto the elk. Plus, I know that the elk can stay in the front. I don't know if it needs some spaces or not. So we're just gonna take them off, and we'll see about putting them back on later. You know, I'm really thinking about adding a different path to our base, or our old base anyway. I kind of already mentioned it, but we could do most of it by land. We could have like a giant pathway that goes like this. But also I was thinking, with our boat, which takes off from over here, we have to go all the way up around this right here, then all the way up to here, just to go back down. What if I made some sort of waterway right here so we can drive our boat in between it, then end up like right here-ish, and then have a path that goes up? And we could even connect the land path to each base. Not that I'd use it that much, but it'd be cool to do a little bit of world building that's outside of our base. And honestly, I'm really liking that idea, so we might end up doing that at some point. And this run from the shore all the way to the base is getting old by now, and I definitely don't want to fully abandon this place either. We're not giving up on it. We might add to it here and there, or have like specific reasons for it. I also want to add some more outposts to this world. So we have one like right here. It'd be cool to get one by the archives or something. Maybe one all the way down south. I guess we are progressing in the story a little bit more. If this works, I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna go figure it out. But that should send me down south, and would give me a good reason to set up a base over there as well. Perhaps we'll do that. I'll definitely think about it. But we're here. Let's speak to him, and we're gonna tell him that we went to that ruin, which is the archives. And now he's giving us another map, and now he's offering us the elk. So we're gonna buy it, and there we go. He did take our treasure as well, and I'm not sure where the elk is. There he is. Okay, I need to figure this out quickly. He's kind of wandering off right now. You, sir, I need to put the saddle on you. Oh, okay, there we go. Then the medallion. I said the medallion, please. I forgot where it goes. I swear I thought it was on the front of him. Okay, oh no, it was on. There we go. Medallion. Please tell me that it works. I think I'm clicking on the pendant spot. Please tell me that this is the right one. Okay, okay, there it goes. So yeah, he should officially be with us. And I can ride him right. I sure can. And yeah, I definitely chose the right bridle. It works exactly how I wanted to. Now we are speed. See, the elk would also be insanely cool for the path that we were just talking about. Imagine riding this between each base. That could be kind of fun. As long as I keep it all cleared up, I think it would work out pretty well. I also forgot to make a bone flute. You know, I might have some bones here. So let me go look around the base real quick. If I'm lucky, I left some behind. Okay, you sir, you can just stay here for now. You shouldn't be able to escape, and we're gonna go search for some bones. Oh, we do have some bones! And a bunch of beams. I might as well take those. And yeah, it's super simple to make, so we're gonna go ahead and make it. And now if I use it, I should be able to call him over. I'm blowing it. Okay, okay, he's walking to me right now. I can see him on the mini-map. Oh, I opened my map and then he just teleported. I wonder if that's a thing that always happens. Now, does he infinitely follow me? I think he does. Yeah. So if I do it again, will he stay? Okay, he's yelling at me. Did it work? He's sitting down. So yeah, I think it's that simple. Now he's gonna come back to me. Now if I open up my map, does he immediately teleport? No, that was just a one-time thing. Well, I'm pretty happy with this. Hopefully I get more use out of this one than the last one I had. We shall see. Either way, I'm gonna ride to the boat and we're gonna try to fit him in it. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but we're gonna try. Okay, so bad news. I pretty much fell into a pit here. No, 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 no. He pushed me further. Okay. Okay, this is still salvageable. Oh, no. We got to dig our way out of here. Okay, there's going to be more gravel that's going to fall on me. Hold on. Let's see what happens. No, no. Okay, we're fine. Okay, there's a bunch. Oh, we're fine. Do we need a too wide path? I'm not sure. Okay, buddy. Go up. It's going to push me back down. Watch this. No, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's happening according to plan. And we're out. Yeah, that could have been so much worse. Can I see his health? Oh, yeah, he took 8 damage. But he is recovering, so that's fine. And we've made it. So how do I get this guy into there? That's my question. Do I just, like, control-click the front? That doesn't seem to be helping right now. Sir, I know you can do it. But if I get you real close or something... No? Do I need to remove more chests? Hold on, we're gonna do everything in my power. I do think that we can just teleport him across by using the bone flute. But it'd be cooler if I could get him on. Come on, dude. I just need you on. Any of these would work. Okay, so I looked it up, and apparently we need some rope. I wonder if we need this rope right here, or if we need like a coil of rope. Now, if I have some vines around, then I could try it. I don't want to have to abandon him, but it is getting dark. Oh yeah, we got the tractor trader. You're not going to help me, but that's cool. Also, just looking around at these, I don't think that there's any vines. Do pine trees not have vines? And that would make so much sense because I almost never get any vines whatsoever. But I always live in the pine forests. So it would explain why you guys keep getting vines and I'm not. But also, I don't see any cattail. So ideally with the bone flute, I should be able to just call him over here. Hold on, let's see what happens. Does he teleport to me? Yep. Yeah, he's here. Okay, sick. So I'm going to tell him to stay right here. Then we're going to go home. We'll teleport him over to there. Then we'll make some rope. I hope he does fine here. Is he still following me? I thought I told you to stop. He's still doing it. Am I missing something? Maybe I need to like left click or something. He's not stopping. Whatever. Maybe he's as fast as the sailboat and then he can just follow me in the water. I guess we'll find out. Hopefully this doesn't go too bad. But anyway, I'm going to head back. Then hopefully we can get that situated. I'm also going to have to worry about where we can put him. I don't know if I'm going to get to that today, but that's certainly one of the things that we need to work on. And we're back. So I'm just going to drive straight into our port. Hopefully by the next time that we got to take it out, all the ice will be melted. That might be wishful thinking, but that's what I'm going with. So we can get off right here. And now I got onto this railing. At least I'm making it onto the platform, okay? Either way, but if I blow my flute right now, is he going to show up here? I'm spinning around. I expect to see him any second. And no luck. I can see him on the map, though. Do you think he's super far into the water? No, he's still over there. Let me do it again. Yeah, I was afraid it was going to be a distance thing. And it kind of seems like it might be. Hold on, I'm going to do it out here. Give him plenty of space. And yeah, I don't think he's gonna be teleporting here. Not a big deal, we'll go and get him tomorrow, and we'll bring some rope over. But anyway, guys, I am gonna call it here. I'm pretty happy with the progress that we made today. And now that it's spring, I expect there to be a lot of building this year. And hopefully the years that follow it as well. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you next time.